serious. I'm not doing it that way. Some of you now even believe in your mind say sin, that's sin, and you don't know, say the man is travel. It can't happen to someone like me, right? But seeing him now, do you believe that if it can happen to him, how many of you believe it can happen to you?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay, and that's why I said, let's bring him, let him start the class. So that whatever I'm saying, it helps you to believe in what I'm going to teach you today. Instead of it just, while I start teaching in your mind, this I'm looking for people like us. See the way the mind they talk. When will I get this level? But you can start at your own level. And I promise you can do this. And I love that all his analysis showed that it's not as complicated as we often think it is. Are we together now? It's not. It can be as simple as just being dogged to follow the principles. So I want to ask you some questions. By the way, the lady there at the back, please come to the next row. I love that we are sitting in front. The first row is only the one for, I think, the VIP, those who pay for VIP. But the other rows, you can come in and sit. So I want to ask you a few questions on this. Number one question I have, and by the way, there's a lot me and you will do, and I personally...
Zoom, they should put on their video. Zoom should put on their video.
All of you on Zoom, please put on your video as well. Are you part of us or you're not? Okay? And for those of you just joining us, some of you have seen the screenshot when I put it on social media that one of my mentees had saw when we set the goal for our Dubai office. That was last year, $20 million. Okay? That was the goal for last year. This year we're doing $100 million for our Dubai office. And he decided to say he wants to set his own at 2 million naira. Okay, for the entire year. Okay, and by March, right? He sent us the testimony that he just closed a 3.6 billion naira deal. Okay, let's say his commission is 5%, you can calculate it. Even if it's less than 5%, that is a life-changing kind of deal. Do you agree with me? Yes. Okay, and so I'm interviewing him to be able to help some of you boost your faith, and I will do the same for any one of you who has results, because this industry, we're only interested in students who have results. All these have been following for 20 years. What have you achieved with following me? Dr. Steve, I've been watching your video for 5 years. What has come out of watching your video? Am I making sense at all? But you have results. I will even host you in my house, right? I bring you for all my seminars. Because that's what we're here for. We're here for result. We want to see people who have result. So my first question to you would be, what made you believe you can do 2 billion naira in sales this year? What made you believe? Okay, do you have the extra mic? Where is it? They are going to bring you. Can be sharing mic like this.
Basically, what I saw a $20 million goal, which is over 2 billion naira. So I said, if it's my mentor, because I actually think it's 20 billion. I said, if my mentor is doing 20 billion, I am a son, I am a mentee, I can do 2 billion. But the day I wrote it on my vision board, I gave it to the graphics guy. My heart was almost bursting into flames. But I just said, if anything happens to me, let it happen. And I remember what he said. It's better to dream bigger. There's no something like dream small. Just dream bigger and keep pushing. 10x whatever you're doing, just make it bold and big. So that's the reason why I did what I did.
Beautiful. Can we clap for him? So my second question to you is, what I knew I talked about it and you mentioned it to the audience that you saw me talk about golf, and I knew that golf is very, very powerful. You met the clients at the golf course, right? Playing golf is, I never knew until I knew it. Because an average golf game, one, is expensive to be a member, but there are ways around it. If you know somebody else who's already a member, you can go through them. But what often happens, number one, every single person in the golf course respect each other. Because the assumption is that you are at their level. Am I making sense at all? Number two is that you're able to meet high net worth people. This whole selling property deal is not about best product. It's about meeting people who can afford it. Can I say that again? Yeah. The entire concept of selling real estate is not about best product. This one is better than this one. It's meeting those who can afford. The biggest mistake many of you do when you want to go into selling real estate, as soon as you sign up and you say, okay, I'm selling, guess who you go and meet? Your poor friends and relatives who can afford it. And guess what they will tell you? They will discourage you. They will tell you, real estate, be deceiving yourself. And it's so easy. And before you know it, all the dreams, all the energy is all gone. Are we learning today? Yes. So beginning of closing real estate deal is, can I start changing my network to go into places where I can meet those who can afford what I am selling. Once you can do that, you're on your way to the top. You get it. Now you understand it. Like Joshua, can you add to my slide the screenshots, the two agreements, the grant?
Okay. 3.
This year, I'm paying one of my mentors, and I want them to send a contract to you so you see. But sometimes again, like I said, when we say these things, it's difficult for many of you to believe. This is I've told you the talk. I'm paying my mentor this year, one of them, grandchildren, $1.6 million just to speak for me. Why do I'm not a waster? Forget that, it's not a wasting project. I'll make the money. I will make the money guarantee. We're doing US 16th of July. We're doing a massive conference. We're adding Davido and AY comedian. We're doing London, we're doing Dubai, and in October we're doing a co-hotel here on October 28th and 29th, so you can start registering right away. But why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? Look at this. Everyone. Association, God bless you. God bless you. Who else? What other reason do you think I'm doing this? Attract the high net worth people. There are a lot of people who are not attracted to Stephen Akintayo. They don't even believe that guy is Stephen Akintayo. He wasn't born rich, he wasn't, the guy just rose up from somewhere. I still doubt that story. But they believe Grant Cardone. I'm not making sense at all. And if Grant Cardone is saying, this is my guy, I'm following him all over the world. Now they will come. So what does this guy have? And what does he have? How come this kind of person is doing this with me? Well, it has cost me 1.6 million now. A lot of people have that money, but they just can't take the risk of paying one human being that kind of money. But because they are not willing to pay, they will move to the next level. Right? So there's this statement: you cannot afford to be proud and poor at the same time. Poverty and pride, they don't mix. You have to pick one or the other. So my next question is, how did you get to humble yourself? Because I talked about that in the book as well. To go and meet this billionaire that you know in your church. And what did you do that made you want to give your audience?
Thank you, sir. 2 factors. My spiritual mentor David Gilman taught us about humility and open every door. Then I think I noticed from your teachings, you said you are always around them listening. You are always mentioning big volumes, 10 billion. But pride is not setting. Said you, whenever they say big volumes, you go back and dissect them and say, if they can do it, you humbly follow them. And you talked about service. You talked about service. That I said, I do 9 to 5. I'm not ready to just jump out. I want to be ready. I want to know that I don't know what I'm doing in the first place. So not even for mentorship, I don't even think of what I'm doing. So I think what my spiritual mentor taught me, and exactly what you taught us in your videos and your books, service. There's the pathway to greatness is serving. Just whenever he's around, he's a part-time person, but I'm just a boy to them. I do majority of the basic things they do in church. I run any errand that nobody will choose to go. I will be the one to go to that errand. Like when we opened our Kano church, they send people, some people said that Kano, Boko Haram. The wife of the overseer said, there's this young boy that this same period they are talking about. Please call him, they put him on the phone. He said, I'm sending to Kano to go and do Bible school, coordinate Bible school. I said, Mom, is it privilege? He said, no, please discuss with your wife. I said, Mom, I don't need to discuss. My wife is hearing me. So immediately I left. When I came out from Kano, she now took me to the overall the lead pastor. Then the lead pastor, then senior the lead pastor, because after if they the lead pastor can approve for David. So whenever I enter there, anywhere I go to, they open doors. David, allow him to come in, allow him to come in. Integrity and humility. I carry that everywhere. My pastor is being like the biggest church in the world. So when they bring stuff from China, they say, David, go to the Korea service. If the person is there not going, I'll say, please, sir, give me your key. Any job that nobody will do, I'll be the one to do it. Because he said, if you do more than you're given, you will go to the top. So I got carried on. That's how it is.
Amazing. Are we learning something? Yes. So, how many of you used to feel rich people are proud? Are you hearing the secret now? That all these rich people, they're arrogant, you can't access them. It's not true. Right? It's not true. If I share my story of how I met Grant Cardone for the first time, I paid for his conference, traveled from Nigeria, went to Florida. After the event, only to discover what's wrong with the quote. You can't pay millions for a hall, and their mic is not working. And Bukola, next time let's just do a DJ. It doesn't make sense now. You pay millions for a small hall like this. You guys will not believe this hall is over 1.6 million. This small hall. Wow. And then you will not give a good sound. Where are we? Shrankadon. So, I hope now you understand that 25,000 did not even pay for all. Some of you, even the 25,000 was probably the highest you have paid in a long time for any seminar. We didn't even pay for this all. Okay? But what I've decided to do, I'm no longer doing free training because I realized last year we used landmark events like World Jam Park, massive over 2,000, we had online audience running to 10,000. But it was free. And I asked myself, how many people really did something with that thing? If it doesn't cost you something, you don't work on it. It has to cost you. But anything that doesn't cost you something, you don't value it. I said this year, let's make it smaller. Let them pay, even if we are subsidizing it. I went together and let them pay something. At least they are connected to it. And it will attract people who are serious. Not just crowd. People are ready to move their life to the next. Even the way I'm doing Grand Canada, initially I will make it free. But no. The man is costing me $1.6 million to boost this guy. Come with his private jet, come with his wife and children. Wow. Right? And then I'll just make it open for you. Even people who are not serious. No. Let them pay. So we are going to take care of that event as well. Of course, there's no way we can make 1.6 million from tickets. I don't know you understand. Yeah, it's not possible. But at least let them pay something for the event. It shows they are serious about it. But back to what I was saying. So at the event, I discovered I didn't even was the speaker. One of you pay $2,900 for the event. Pay another $5,000 for business class ticket. And then the main speaker did not show up. He's not even in the list. Some people are starting protesting right now. If I didn't come for this show, all of you not protect. That's how they deceive people. After I paid 25, that's all I have. It didn't come. But it wasn't even the speaker, it was the staff that did the training for us. True story. So after the class, I came out and I saw him in his G-Wagon. Maybe it wasn't even as if he was out of the country. He was on phone making call. So I saw a gentleman that looked like a security guy opposite the car. So I walked up to him. I said, I would like to say hello to Uncle G. I came all the way from Nigeria. He said, okay, he's on the call. After he's done. So I said, okay, let me buy some book because it was in front of the reception. Let me buy some book. Hopefully it will be done. And I'll come see him. So while I was there, it was a transparent window, so you can see outside, you can see him. Some African-American couple, they too were passing, they saw him. They didn't go talk to the security guy. They did like they were just passing. As they moved up past the security guy, they just zoom back to Grant. Hey, Uncle G, hey! Brought out their phone, let's take selfie. You know. And he took the selfie, but you know he was reluctant. Right? And then we were, we at least disturbing the guy, all of that. After they were done, I came out, I still went back to that security protocol, writing down protocol. Yeah. One of the secrets of attracting high-paying customers as a property broker is as much as you are persistent, respect their protocol. Move people to this side now, please. Right? As much as, are we together now? Yeah. You can sit beside this gentleman. As much as you have to be persistent. Some of you say, I don't want to disturb them. You must disturb. That one you must do. But respect protocol. So there are some people, like in my own case now, you will get more from me than from my PA, my executive assistant, than from me. Right? Do you know this man is just seeing me for the first time in this hall this morning? Yes. And he slept in my building by 9 University. It's just simple. Everything was done by my team. So if you are insisting it must be me, you will see. You see how you miss out? No. Why you use this PA? No, it's him. So understand the protocol. And respect, but you can disturb that protocol. I don't know that you can get my point.
Yes, sir.
So I kept disturbing that security guy. So after I was done by, I still went back. He said, okay, when those couple are done, I can approach. So when they were done, I didn't remember Grant 2 was seeing all that happened because it was proximity. So I went to the guy. So after we were done, I didn't walk up to him and say, I didn't call him Grant. Even though I know they are on the go, they don't care calling me. I said, Uncle G. You see all these people don't like respect. They are disturbing yourself. They like her. But I said, one that has money. I said, Uncle G, my name is Stephen Akinta. I came all the way from Nigeria. And I said, for this event, I said, we're over 200 million people in Nigeria. We love your work. We love to bring you to Nigeria. Do you know what the man did? He opened the door. Remember everybody else was in his car. Opened the door, brought out his own phone, gave it to his VP. I said, take our picture. You see the difference?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The other people were not disturbing the man with selfie. And he was reluctant even taking this one. He came down. Pause. I said, take our picture. He said, please send it to him. Send it to me. Okay? And he said, talk to my team. I'll come to Nigeria. Wow. And last year, I was even the one that said, because of COVID, you shouldn't come. And this year, we are bringing physically. Are you learning at all?
Yes, sir.
Some of you who don't like rich people, how can money come to you if it doesn't leave their hands? Two poor people can't help themselves. The poor don't worry, they don't have the money to start with. Am I making sense at all?
Yes, sir.
So the money has to leave the hand of a rich man to you. Is that not correct?
Yes.
But how can he reach if you don't respect the protocol, if you hate them, if you don't like their personality because you think they are arrogant? It's a mindset you just put in your brain. So what did this man do? Let me tell you this powerful thing. He may not know this, and mark my word. That is church pastor that was a billionaire that he followed to the golf course. His friend who bought that property for him will have asked that man, say, David is asking me to buy this property. Can I trust David? How many of you agree with me? Yes. And it would have been on the word of his friend, saying, don't worry, is it David? Relax. I will vouch for the guy. It's based on that he would have done it. Right? Is this making sense? Yes. That's why we be saying, so the friend is the friend of the rich. Right? And what they have often told us that has made many of us don't mind these rich people. Look, okay, when I was born poor, I saw my mother struggle. She was a civil servant. You know, even dinner wasn't guaranteed growing up. Should I now repeat the same for my children? Because somebody made me think poverty is okay. Are you learning at all? Should I repeat the same for my own children? No. Because somebody think that rich people they are different. I'm going to be like that. Sam, as long as I learn, as long as I can become like you one day. My first billionaire friend that I started this thing I shared in my book, Billionaire Habit. All of you must get that book. Today, we are colleagues. And probably know each other in life. And that's the funny thing with this thing. So the humility is for a while. All the, the man is busy. Oh, I can't access him. Oh, I have to go through his protocol. It's for a while. It's for a while. So let me enjoy it. At some point, we are both billionaires. And it becomes a thing of my colleague billionaire. Does that make sense? Yes, sir. How many of you will do what you have learned from this man? Are you sure you will do it? Yes. Are you sure? So, and I promise you today is going to be that day your life will change. Amen. Yeah. As long as you act on what you learned today, you are in for a real life-changing experience. A real life-changing experience. My last question to you, you mentioned a good number of it. And I hope you also listen, because knowledge is not a destination, but a what? A journey. There's so much this man still has to learn. Because until he repeats billion Naira deal 10 times, he has not mastered it. Can I repeat that again? Yes. It's just a fluke. Until he has done this thing 10 times, he has not mastered the script. Because what work in this particular man's case may not work with another person. Right? And until he perfects that model, right, over and over and over again before the thing out sticks, and he understands how to close a real estate deal with a billionaire. Right? He understands, he has mastered the game. But he has to do it over and over again. And there's a lot that he will need to adjust, because this one, okay, billionaire pastor, we're co-pastor, it's easy to have met that man. There are many people who are not even of your religion. Right? They may even be practicing Hinduism. In fact, Grant Cardone is a Scientologist. Scientology is another version of Christianity. Me, I'm a Pentecostal. So you need people that you do not, but you have to, the template has to be perfected so that you can work with anybody, irrespective of their culture, their religion, their background. And money is the same anywhere in the world. Money does not know color, does not know religion, does not know race. Are we learning at all? Yeah. So my last question to you, and I will start my own session. And for those of you just joining us, I'm interviewing a mentee of mine who closed 3.6 billion Naira real estate deal. His goal was to do that for the entire year, but he has done it by March. Right? And why I decided to is in Port Harcourt, I had to bring you, and you are still going to listen to two more mentees of mine. right? One is even running his own real estate company, he's a billionaire, you see us that soon. But why I decided to start today's session with him is I realized that whenever I do these conferences and trainings, people believe me I can do it, but they don't believe they can do it. Right? Because they are trying to analyze their background. They're like, I'm not from a rich home, I'm not yet at that level, I don't know certain things, I'm not famous. But when you hear from a man like this, I can hear a story of how from zero, right, he's able to close 3.6 billion naira this year. And if he follows what I'm teaching him, by the end of this year, he cannot do less than 20 billion. Right? And I'm going to show you how. Okay? I will. The last question I want to ask you is, what made you to believe in this guy still at Kita? Just saw him randomly on social media. What made you to believe what I teach, what I say is real? Right? A lot of people are just deceiving people out there. Aspire to aspire, acquire, to require. And they themselves don't have the result. What made you to believe?
Thank you, sir, for this question. Number one is your love for God and humanity. Anybody that loves God and humanity, I can easily follow the person. I don't know about other people. Then number two, the boldness at which we were talking. It's like this person. I never knew your winners. Sorry for going that direction. I said he's talking exactly like my grandfather, Bishop Like we say, I cannot be possible. But the way he was saying it, there was something. So I knew it was only he was talking on two legs: integrity and knowledge. People will look at your story, they will look at the daily fraud. He was clean. Then number two, you see that boldness. I don't know that boldness was coming from weight of knowledge. Because instead from 17, he read the book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and that changed his life. I saw his story, how he pasted billboards for over 8 hours, and time was done, it was almost 10, 11 at night. I saw his journey, I saw his story, because behind every man there's a story. There was a real story that was practical. I never met him. The first time I saw him physically was when he came here. It was when he stood at the back. My heart was just pumping. How would I do? So those two things, number one, his sincerity of purpose, his honesty, his integrity, his smells around him. He's not a waster. If you see him, you will know he's not a waster. Then number two, his depth of knowledge. Love for God, I talked about that for people. Then his depth of knowledge of what he was doing. He knows what he's doing. Because when you look at billionaires of this age, two things. Either they are neither here or there. So in his own case, he's in the real side. And I bet to say this, in another 10 years, we may have another person in the front list. So I saw those two things, so I believed in it. There was a story. He loved people, he loves humanity. Who does trainings for free? I buy a lot of books for the first time. Somebody's telling me to buy a book for $4. Sometimes up to 9,000, 7 books. I will not do that. But I saw a lot of things. I saw him do that. So I have a list of people that follow me, 20 of them. I bought job for them. I told all of them in a room still at Naira University. They owed $4, and some of them paid for the book. So I saw integrity, I saw sincerity, I saw somebody that is bold, because I was coming from where people are fearful before I grew up and all that. So I saw somebody that was bold, somebody that knew what he was doing, somebody that was going, he's already somewhere. So following him will be easy for me. If I follow him, I will only be half of what he is, and add to what I already have. So I saw a good ladder to follow.